We've stopped in Roswell. For tonight, we've checked into a Best Western hotel. We're gonna pop into this Mexican restaurant here and grab some dinner.
Kasia, ale weź sobie też trochę.
Mówię, to dobre, czekaj, bo ja sobie...
And we just popped into this Mexican restaurant near our hotel and ordered some traditional Tex-Mex food, which is sort of a combination of traditional Mexican with some American influence. I ordered this basically chicken fajita. Delicious. That beautiful building right there is the Roswell City Hall. Roswell is most famous for its UFO incident. In July of 1947, a mysterious object crashed on Mac Brazo's ranch just outside of Roswell. Strange markings found on the debris and eyewitness accounts of the debris regenerating itself after being bent, and even bodies being removed from the crash site, have led to theories ranging from nuclear test debris to an alien spaceship crash. In the 1990s, the U.S. military publicly announced that the debris was from a crashed weather balloon from Project Mogul. However, conspiracy theorists are not convinced, and many believe what crashed near Roswell that fateful day was none other than an alien spaceship, and regard any other claims as a military cover-up. Regardless of what it was, the mysterious crash has become the most famous UFO incident in history and put Roswell on the tourist map, turning this small desert town into the UFO capital of the world. From Roswell, I detour south to Carlsbad Caverns National Park, traveling through the state's Great Plains and oil country. We're traveling through the New Mexico portion of the Great Plains.
To będziemy za 25 minut, ale jeszcze 18 mil, 20 mil jest to White City, ale tu nie ma ludzi, mieszkają, tylko sam biznes.
I'm right in front of the entrance to one of the most famous and spectacular caves in the entire United States. It's the world-famous Carlsbad Caverns, and the caves were first discovered in 1898 by a 16-year-old boy named Jim White. The entire park actually contains well over 100 caves, but all of them are off limits to tourists. Only scientists and researchers can go in there. Carlsbad is the only one that's open year-round to tourists. There are over 30 miles of cave passages that have been explored and mapped by spelunkers. Only about 3 miles are open to visitors. Yeah, it's fine. That formation right there is called cave popcorn. I'm inside the big room, and with an area of 270,000 square feet, this room could fit 6 football fields, and it's actually the 5th largest cave chamber in North America. Even though all sources say it's actually the largest, that's not true. There are actually 4 larger cave chambers in Mexico. This is the Hall of Giants, and these are the largest formations in the entire cave. The most beautiful chamber in the entire cave. That formation right there looks like a you-know-what. Along the walls of these caves are little microscopic organisms and bacteria growing. And in this cave, as well as some other scientists, are actually studying these bacteria, which they believe could provide a cure for cancer. Now, at the turn of the 20th century, miners actually mined bat guano inside the cave. Behind you can see some spectacular cave popcorn stalagmite, and you think they're actually growing out of the water. Cave formations can only form in dry air, so the ones that are still exposed, water can keep dripping down from them, as well as climbing on top of the stalagmites and build up calcite, and they can continue to grow, but when they're completely underwater, they can no longer grow.
Trzeba poczekać. A twój nie ma?
A mój to mój można robić. Chcesz brać mój telefon do obsługi?
Now, we're here in late November, but during the summer months, this cave is home to thousands of Mexican free-tailed bats. By far my favorite thing about the Carlsbad Caverns is that Carlsbad actually lets you explore on your own without a guide. Out of all the caves I've visited, this one is definitely my favorite just for that reason. Now, some of the older generation might recognize this cave from somewhere else because sections of the cave were actually used as a filming location for the 1959 version of Journey to the Center of the Earth, and it's pretty easy to see why. It's like a whole other world down here. Hey, this massive formation right here is the Rock of Ages. It's the oldest formation in the entire cave. This spectacular formation right here is known as flowstone. This right here is called the Painted Graw, not because there are some Native American petroglyphs here, but because the formations are different colors. I'm now making my way west to Alamogordo, passing through the Sacramento Mountains and the picturesque town of Cloudcroft.
Under a sky of azure, where balmy breezes blow, kissed by the golden sunshine, is Nuevo Mexico, home of the Montezuma, with fiery hearts aglow. State of Esperanza is Nuevo Mexico. Oh, fair New Mexico, we love you so. Our hearts with pride will flow, no matter where we go. Oh, fair New Mexico, we love you so. state to know, New Mexico. Days that are full of heartstrings, nights when the moon hangs low, beaming its benediction. Oh, Nuevo Mexico, land with its bright mañana.
We're spending another night at a Motel 6. We're gonna pop into that Chili's right there and try some traditional American comfort food.
Kolby rozwalony.
Tam nie było tam. Tam była tylko jedna.
Those are some real Southwest ribs right there.
Flag and jetpack.
And some boneless chicken wings for me.
Fajnie. Dodaj te serwetki.
The next morning, I detoured to Las Cruces to visit the former Mexican town of La Mesilla. We've stopped in the historic town of La Mesilla, and the town was originally founded in 1848, and it was originally built on Mexican soil. After the Treaty of Guadalupe, Hidalgo moved the U.S.-Mexican border south of the village of Doña Ana, making Doña Ana part of the United States, and many citizens of Doña Ana who didn't want to be U.S. citizens moved down here to Mesilla, which was at the time part of Mexico. In 1850, the town was in danger of Apache raids, and the Americans feared that the Apaches would start attacking their citizens on their side of the border as well, so they actually established and built a fort in the Mesilla Valley just north of the U.S. border. But the problem was that both Mexico and the U.S. were disputing the Mesilla Valley, both countries claiming it was their territory, which sort of turned it into a no man's land. And this whole issue of La Mesilla being part of Mexico was due to a mapping error, but this was eventually resolved with the Gypsum Purchase, which gave La Mesilla to the United States. For a brief 2-year period in 1861 and 1862, La Mesilla even served as the capital of the Confederate territory of Arizona and even witnessed 2 Civil War battles. But the town was recaptured by Union soldiers in 1864 and became the headquarters of the military district of Arizona. Now, during the Wild West era, La Mesilla was famous for its cantinas and festivals, and the town attracted such figures as Billy the Kid, Pat Garrett, and Pancho Villa. Now you can tell that this is a typical Mexican town because I haven't explored much of Mexico. I've seen pictures of small Mexican towns and they're usually laid out the same way. There's usually a gazebo in the town center right next to a mission or church, and then these buildings are laid out down the street. Very typical Mexican layout of a town.
Tak, to by miało być czytanie. Od Mesilla.
Co się stało, że jakąś ładną rzecz znalazłeś? A to się rzadko zdarza u ciebie. Yeah. Behind me is the Basilica de San Albino, and the current church dates from 1906, and it replaced an earlier church that was built in 1852. From La Mesilla, I traveled to my final destination, the spectacular gypsum dunes of the White Sands National Monument.
Wiem, że się wyzna.
No, it's okay.
Wiemy zimę. Przekręcił się?
Yeah.
Chcesz?
This surreal landscape you see all around me is part of the White Sands National Monument. We have all these beautiful sand dunes right here, and this beautiful white color you see actually comes from gypsum crystals, and in fact this is the largest gypsum dune field in the entire world. White Sands is actually most famous for its missile range, which in July of 1945, German-American long-range missiles and the world's first atomic bomb were tested. Traveling through New Mexico turned out to be more amazing than I ever thought. I was a bit concerned at first about traveling through the Indian land, but most of the people we met were really friendly and welcoming. It felt kind of weird to see all the stuff I saw in my own country. This trip really made me realize just what a diverse country the United States is, and that there's still a lot more of this country I have to explore, and that I don't have to travel far to experience an exotic culture.